The problem with dogs is that most of them don't really understand the difference in power between themselves and other creatures, and they try to attack what's in front of them no matter what it is. That leads a lot of them heading straight for their deaths, which is exactly what we're about to see today. As this lone dog was wandering through a calm public park completely clueless, it suddenly stopped, and it looked like it was fascinated by something. Turned out there was a sneaky leopard behind it, and it was watching and sizing the oblivious dog up for dinner the whole time. The leopard was super smooth, creeping in without a sound so the dog wouldn't notice it. And just as the dog was starting to suspect that something was off, bam! The leopard pounced, clamping its jaws right on the dog's neck, and that was that. Pretty impressive how leopards can take down their prey like that, huh? No fuss, no muss. This dog wasn't like any other. Some tourists were parked in their car with their eyes glued to a wild showdown here. A lion had been stalking a dog and it was preparing to attack it, but the dog wasn't scared at all. This little furball charged right back at the lion, and the lion was clearly not expecting that. The astonishing bravery from this snack-sized opponent made the lion back down immediately, and even though the dog turned tail and ran, the lion was so shocked that it just gave up the whole hunt. That whole experience probably changed the tourist view of the animal kingdom forever. Who knew that a little dog could be such a badass? So, this tiger was napping by the side of the road when a dog showed up out of nowhere. What little noise the dog had made was enough to wake the tiger up, and it immediately locked eyes with the smaller creature. The dog, bless its heart, started barking like it was going to annihilate the tiger, which the tiger didn't take too kindly to. In the blink of an eye, the angry tiger pounced on the dog and was able to silence it forever. Talk about a one-sided fight. The dog could have probably gotten away with its life if it had started running as soon as it spotted the tiger, but no, it had to run its mouth and act like a big shot. Security camera footage captured some wild stuff here. Puma was creeping up to this house when suddenly, a German Shepherd charged towards the door, barking like a maniac. Turns out the movement was no raccoon, but a full-on big cat. The deadly feline chased after the dog and boom, it was able to capture it right away. The rest of the footage showed the lion dragging the dog away, holding it by the scruff like a kitten. It was a pretty intense and sad scene, but at least the brave dog died doing what it loved to do, investigating stuff and barking at them. A hungry puma went full attack mode on an unfortunate dog here, clamping down on its face like a giant pair of vice grips. The dog freaked out, trying everything to get free, but the puma wouldn't budge. Then, out of nowhere, the dog's best bud showed up and started attacking the vicious big cat as brutally as it could. But even with the backup, the puma held on tight. It didn't look like the poor dog was gonna make it, and the other dog should have realized that and escaped before the bloodthirsty cougar shifted its attention towards it. An entire pack of dogs were able to corner this mountain lion at the edge of a cliff, and they were barking like crazy, but none of them dared make a move. The tension was super thick, and finally, the lion was like, enough of this, and it charged right at the foolish canines. The dog snapped back and tried to intimidate the predator, but the lion kept pushing. That was when things got crazy, as the lion tripped and tumbled right off the cliff. Even the dogs were surprised when that happened, and they immediately went silent. But by some miracle, the cougar survived, and it walked away as if nothing had happened. These aggressive dogs cornered a deer at the edge of a super high cliff, and they were all hyped up for dinner. The deer was super stubborn, and it kept fighting with everything that it had. That, combined with the extremely aggressive behavior of the dogs and them shoving each other around, resulted in many of them falling off the cliff. Not only that, but after a man tried to intervene and break the fight to stop what was happening, the dog started acting even more crazy, and both the deer and some of the remaining dogs ended up falling off the cliff as well. Security camera footage showed a leopard trying to snatch a dog right from its own doorstep in the middle of the night here. The smart pup realized that it was about to become dinner, and it quickly bolted. But the hungry leopard wasn't going to lose its meal that easily, and it raced after the terrified dog to try to catch and devour it. These insanely brave men had to get physically involved to protect their dogs from a very hostile cougar that was completely destroying them. There was a small army of dogs there, but the vicious cougar was able to fight all of them alone, and it was winning. The dogs gave it their best, but the big cat was just too powerful for them. And the men had to get down from their horses and literally drag the cougar away to end the fight. One of the dogs was injured pretty badly by the vicious feline, as it had bit its face and refused to let go no matter what. Even when it was being brutally attacked by the other dogs. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.